What if the foods you've been avoiding are actually the ones your body needs most after 60? We're talking about real whole foods with no sugar and no carbs that support your heart, muscles, brain, and even balance your blood sugar naturally. Stick with me because number 3 on this list has been quietly helping seniors avoid blood pressure meds, and hardly anyone talks about it. After 60, something shifts. Foods that once gave you energy now leave you tired. You may notice your blood sugar creeping up, your legs feeling heavier, or your mind not as sharp as it used to be. And yet, many seniors are still eating foods that quietly spike inflammation and sugar levels without even realizing it. That's why more and more people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond are turning to low-carb, no-sugar foods. Not for dieting, but for survival, to stay mobile, to think clearly, to stay out of the hospital. In this video, we'll uncover 8 powerful foods that contain virtually no carbs and no sugar, but are packed with nutrients your aging body actually needs. And we won't just list them. I'll walk you through how each one helps protect your energy, your circulation, and your independence as you age. Let's begin with a leafy green that does far more than fill your plate. It helps protect your muscles and your memory. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, these aren't just salad fillers. They're some of the only foods on Earth that deliver massive health benefits with virtually 0 carbs and 0 sugar. 1 cup of raw spinach has just 1 gram of carbs, mostly fiber, and almost no sugar at all. Yet it's packed with vitamin A for immunity, vitamin C for cell repair, and vitamin K for bone strength. These nutrients help your body recover, protect your arteries, and even slow aging on a cellular level. Margaret, 68, didn't believe any of that. Not at first. She felt bloated, sluggish, and she chalked it up to just getting older. But after her doctor recommended cutting processed carbs and adding leafy greens, she swapped her usual ham sandwich for a spinach salad with olive oil and boiled egg. Greens are powerful, but there's also a crunchy vegetable that actually helps your body detox excess sugar before it becomes a problem. Broccoli and cauliflower are 2 humble vegetables that can quietly transform how your body feels after every meal. They're not flashy, and they don't come with labels like superfood. But what they do inside your body, that's where the magic happens. You see, both are non-starchy, meaning they're naturally low in carbs and contain no sugar at all. But here's the kicker. They're loaded with fiber, the kind that slows digestion and helps prevent blood sugar spikes. That's why they're so important for people over 60. As we age, insulin sensitivity drops and blood sugar gets harder to manage. But these vegetables slow things down. They help your body release sugar more gently, and they keep you full without raising your glucose levels. Harold, 72, used to dread mornings. Stiff joints, no energy. He thought it was just aging. But then his wife started roasting broccoli and cauliflower with olive oil and sea salt 3 nights a week. Within a month, he noticed something strange. He could get out of bed faster, his knees didn't ache as much, and even his blood pressure came down a few points during his checkup. Now, veggies are smart, but what if you could enjoy a rich, satisfying food that has 0 carbs and actually protects your brain and your heart? Let's move from the garden to the sea, because when it comes to protecting your brain, your heart, and your independence, fatty fish might be your body's best ally. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, all of them have something in common. 0 carbs and a whole lot of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, meaning they help calm the low-level inflammation that builds up in the body over time, the kind that damages blood vessels, stiffens joints, and even accelerates memory loss. That's not just theory. A major study from Harvard found that seniors with higher omega-3 intake had sharper thinking, better heart function, and even a lower risk of cognitive decline. I've seen it in real life too. Helen, 73, told me she started eating salmon twice a week after feeling increasingly forgetful. Nothing fancy, just a fillet baked with lemon and dill. Within 2 months, she noticed a difference. Fewer senior moments, more clarity. Now dinner's covered, but let's not forget breakfast. There's one food that's been unfairly criticized for decades, but for seniors on a low-carb diet, it's nearly perfect. And it might just be sitting in your fridge right now. Eggs have been misunderstood for years. Feared for cholesterol, skipped for cereal, but here's the truth. For older adults trying to control blood sugar and stay sharp, eggs might be one of the best foods you can eat. One large egg has less than 1 gram of carbs, no sugar, but it's loaded with high-quality protein. You may not realize it, but choline supports the very cells your brain uses to think and remember. And lutein? It protects your eyes, especially from age-related vision loss like macular degeneration. Let me tell you about Claire. She's 63, used to skip breakfast or grab toast on the run. By 10 a.m., her energy crashed. Foggy thinking, shaky hands. She assumed it was just low blood sugar. Her doctor suggested something simple: 2 boiled eggs and half an avocado in the morning. No sugar, no crash. Let's talk about snacks, because for many people over 60, that's when blood sugar crashes sneak in. You eat a good breakfast, but by 3 p.m., you're foggy, tired, maybe even shaky. And what do most people reach for? Cookies, crackers, maybe a granola bar. But here's the truth. Those quick fixes are often loaded with hidden sugar and refined carbs. That's why nuts and seeds can be a total game changer. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds. All of them are low in carbs and sugar but high in protein, healthy fats, and magnesium. That means they give you stable energy without the crash. Let me tell you about Tony. He's 70, retired, and used to grab 2 oatmeal cookies every afternoon. He thought he needed the sugar to keep going, but his energy tanked by dinner. When he switched to a small handful of almonds and a cup of chia pudding instead, no crash, no cravings, and fewer leg cramps at night thanks to the magnesium boost. Nuts and seeds also support bone density, nerve function, and help reduce silent inflammation, a major cause of fatigue in older adults. Tip: keep a small bag of unsalted almonds in your car or purse, or soak chia seeds in almond milk overnight for a simple, blood sugar-friendly dessert. Now let's talk about a food that's been misunderstood for years: avocados. Many seniors still avoid them, thinking fat is bad. But that idea is outdated, and it might be holding you back from better health. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that protect your heart, improve insulin sensitivity, and help regulate blood sugar. And here's what surprises most people. Avocados contain virtually no sugar, and their net carbs are incredibly low thanks to all the fiber. That means they digest slowly, they keep you full longer, and they don't spike your blood sugar. Joanne, 66, avoided avocados for most of her life. She thought they were too fattening. But her nutritionist explained the science and encouraged her to try adding just half an avocado to her lunch salad. Within a few weeks, she noticed the difference. She felt satisfied longer, her snacking dropped, and on her next checkup, her LDL cholesterol was lower, and her HDL, the good kind, had gone up. No drugs, no crash diets, just the right kind of fat. You can slice avocado onto eggs, salads, or grilled veggies, or mash it with lime, garlic, and a pinch of salt. A creamy spread that supports your brain, your heart, and your blood sugar. Speaking of heart-healthy fats, this next food isn't something you chew, but just 1 tablespoon a day can protect your arteries, and it works quietly behind the scenes. Olive oil may be simple, but it's often overlooked. It's sugar-free, carb-free, and packed with compounds that help fight inflammation, protect your heart, and even support memory as you age. The magic lies in its healthy fats, monounsaturated fats, and antioxidants like oleocanthal, which act like nature's ibuprofen. And the science backs it up. Studies in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology show that regular olive oil intake is linked to a lower risk of stroke and cognitive decline, especially in older adults. In Mediterranean countries, it's part of everyday life. You'll find seniors in their 80s and 90s walking to the market gardening, laughing with family. and they often credit olive oil as one of their keys to long life. It's not fancy, but it's powerful. Let me give you an example. Eleanor, 71, started using olive oil instead of margarine or butter. She drizzled it over steamed broccoli, added it to her salads, and even used a teaspoon in her morning eggs. Within a few weeks, she said she felt lighter and less swollen. We've covered greens, fish, eggs, even oils, but our last food, it's controversial. Some think it's bad for you, but for seniors, it might actually be one of the smartest things you can add to your plate. Cheese has been debated for years. Some call it unhealthy, too fatty, too salty. But the truth? For older adults, especially those cutting back on sugar and carbs, cheese might be one of the smartest foods to keep in your fridge. Why? Because most cheeses contain virtually no sugar. They're low in carbs, high in protein, and rich in calcium, which is essential for keeping your bones strong and preventing fractures as you age. And the fat? It actually helps you feel full, so you're less likely to reach for processed snacks. Let me tell you about Helen. She's 74, used to snack on crackers, cookies, whatever was easy. But her weight started creeping up. Her blood sugar got harder to manage. Then she made one small change. She replaced her afternoon snacks with a few slices of cheddar and cucumber. Within a few weeks, her cravings dropped, she didn't feel deprived, and her doctor noticed she wasn't gaining weight anymore. No pills, no guilt, just smarter snacking. Want to try it? Start with hard cheeses like Parmesan, Swiss, or aged cheddar. Stick to 1 to 2 ounces. Pair with sliced veggies or olives. And if you're lactose sensitive, aged cheeses are usually easier to digest. Now, we've covered 8 incredible foods. But here's the problem. One common mistake could still be undoing all your progress, even if you're eating right. What is it? That's what we'll uncover in our next video. Don't miss it. These 8 foods may be low in carbs and sugar, but they're full of the nutrients your body needs to stay strong, energized, and independent. If you're aiming to avoid blood sugar spikes, reduce inflammation, or simply feel better day to day, start with these small, realistic changes. Even just swapping out one high-carb food for a better option can make a difference. And remember, always check with your doctor before making big changes, especially if you're managing a condition like diabetes. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more senior-friendly nutrition tips. And don't miss our next video, because one common food mistake might be quietly undoing all your efforts to stay healthy. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next